What's going on, beautiful people? This is me responding to y'all's comments, well, questions really, about top surgery now that I'm a year post-op. So I want to do as much as I can to help you guys and inform you guys, educate you guys in any way, shape, or form that I see as fit possible for me to do. With that being said, I'm just going to head straight into the questions. How do you feel after surgery? Immediately, I was just tired, I would say. Luckily for me, I didn't feel like any pain afterwards. So I didn't take any of the medication that they prescribed me. I didn't even take like any of the Tylenol, Advil, or anything like that. Like, I don't know. I had, well, like, again, this is my personal experience. I'm not a doctor or anything. I can't even explain to you guys why I didn't feel nothing, no pain or anything. But so, sorry, I just got a text. But that's how I went about my situation. What I had to deal with the most was just like the discomfort of not being able to move. Like, it wasn't painful or anything. I just couldn't, I didn't have that same exact fluidity, is that a word? But like that same range of motion that I once did, I didn't have that. So it was just a struggle. I couldn't even like drink juice or anything. My body could not physically go to those lengths. I had to use straws, but even at that, I had like 3 or 4 straws inside each other just to like make it long enough for my desk. So right after surgery, you just have that restriction, that feeling, that tightness, as well as like, I mean, personally for me, I already have depression, but like that kind of spiraled into more like, just like a little bit of self-hate. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of self-hate because you wait so long to get top surgery, then you get it and you can't see it. You can't see it for like a week or 2 afterwards. So you just have like this. Me personally, I had like a white bindery type of compression on, and for some reason I still had this. And then like it was this. It's like foam, I believe. It had foam, and it was also compressing. And this is pink now because it mixed with my red shirt, but like it was white. And then this was also wrapped around me. So I had a lot of things put on me, and then I couldn't move. I was super compact. It's not a fun experience. Now a year later, just looking back at the moment, like I don't ever want to go through another experience like that. It was not a good time. It was not a great time. But I feel relieved that I was able to do it. I feel great that I actually had to overcome a moment like that in my life. Because it's just all about resiliency, you know? So, yeah. How much did it cost, and will a binder be necessary afterwards? So the cost depends all about like where you go, who you did it with, your insurance numbers and stuff like that. So I can't give you a number that is best for you, considering that you could be living in Texas. I live in Massachusetts, so it's not going to be the same. And I don't want to throw out numbers that won't apply to you, because that will be either detrimental for your mental health, or it could make you feel better, I guess. But like if you got a better insurance company than I did, I don't know, whatever. But I believe there was a lot of, because I had to switch my insurance a couple times because either a certain insurance didn't cover it, or one of the insurances just wasn't enough to help me. So it was a lot of that. Are the scars still there? Is it slowly fading away? So if you saw my last video, which is the transformation, you would see that the scars are still there. They're present, but they're not as like apparent as other people's scars. I was very lucky, very blessed. I did take a lot of care of myself. Yeah, whatever. So I could have the best results possible. But I still, I'm young. I still am very active. I wanted to limit myself in the amount of active and physicality that I got myself involved in, but I still wanted to do a little bit more things here and there. Like I said, I took on wrestling like 5 months out-ish. I'm not doing math well, but like 5 months out. And though people can argue that they go an entire year without even like picking up a weight. So it's all about your body, your flexibility, and you know, things that you feel comfortable doing. So, but as far as scars, so let me just stand up real quick right here. So this is what my scars look like. Yeah. So they have their good days, they have their bad days. I'm saying like they're people, but like sometimes they'll get a little more raised than other days. Some days they're a little more, when I say raised, kind of like bumpier, but like they're not like the Rocky Mountains or anything, but they're just like, you can feel a little more, I guess irritation maybe. So then they'll show more redness in color, or I guess brown off bronzy maybe. That's kind of what I'm gonna go with because I'm of color. So they're fading. They've healed. I do recommend silicone scar strips. I used Silagen when I first started like this entire healing journey. That I believe that worked out very well for me. Just the Silagen helps. Whatchamacallit? It helps the scars just like be flat and like heal nicely. Yeah. And my doctor, my surgeon, he recommended it. I believe it came in the package that I got when I did the whole top surgery business. So it's very expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. So afterwards I kind of went for another brand. Oh, I think I threw out the box. No, I didn't. So probably like, I don't know why, like 7 months later, yeah, 7 months later, I started using this one called Cicapace. So I had Silagen. Maybe if I still have a box of all these different plastic boxes, I need to throw this away too. So I had Silagen first, then the Cicapace, but the Cicapace I didn't even use till like 7 months later. I only used it because I was like, oh wait, this probably will still do some justice on the scars, maybe. So yeah. How long does it take for the scar to usually go away or to go away? It's different for everybody. Some people's scars never fade. Mine haven't faded. They just like, they're in a better, not better, I don't want to, they're just, yeah. My scars just, they match my tone a lot more, thankfully. How do your scars feel now compared to 2 months post-op? So the thing with me being 2 months post-op, I didn't realize, or I didn't acknowledge when I was able to actually apply friction to clean my body, and I just thought that was like residue of like the surgery. So if you could tell by some of the pictures, you can see like there's some dirt actually forming around the scar area, and I just thought that was like the natural scar because, you know, I wasn't able to clean myself. Again, I couldn't even wipe my own ass. So when I looked at it, I was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. But then one day I was like, wait a second, what if this is dirt? So I started like applying a little more. No, first I emailed like one of the surgeon, like the assistant surgeons or something like that. Or was it a secretary? One or the other. But she's amazing. I believe her name is Emily. Anyways, amazing. Dope. So I emailed her and she was like, yeah, you can apply friction. Just make sure you're just like not super aggressive with it. So I did that and it started like slowly disappearing. And I was like, oh snap, that's nasty. I had all this like extra dirt on my skin for like a good couple of weeks that I didn't need it to have. I mean, I never need extra dirt, but whatever. So with that being said, 2 months post-op, it was not I don't feel like it was an accurate depiction of what my scars could have really felt like because I had that extra dirt on it. But it was a lot tight. It was a lot tighter. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But yeah, post-op 2 months, it just felt tighter. It looked a little nastier, but it was still recovering. Now I can just like and have no problem. So yeah. Do you have full range of motion? Any tightness around the chest area? Yeah, full range of motion. Yeah, full range of motion. Full range of motion. Full range of motion. Yeah. Full range of motion. Yeah, full range of motion, yes. I don't feel any tightness. I feel like all that kind of went away relatively quickly. I'm a healthy guy, very active guy, so that helps a lot with your recovery process and everything. What products did you use for scarring? I mentioned earlier the Silagen, and I wouldn't even count the Cicatate, to be honest with you, because that was like after, like very much after things started settling in. I would say I would say everything was pretty much solidified progress-wise. Maybe I would say 6 months in. That's when I was like, okay, everything is pretty solid. And whenever I started wrestling, that's when I believe things were like really solidified. Should I put makeup to hide the scars, or should I let them heal naturally? I don't know anything about makeup, so I can't give you the best judgment on that. But personally, I wouldn't put makeup on it. Even if you were to just like come straight out of top surgery or whatever, you're not really doing anything for a grip. You're not doing anything, so there's no need to even put makeup on, I would say personally. Do you get feeling in your chest? I feel my chest. Yeah, I feel everything. I mean, some things are a little less nerve response. Like I have a little less nerve response, kind of like between the scar area and the nipple, but like I can still feel it. Did you have any complications in the beginning? No, I had 0 complications. How did it feel afterwards? Did it hurt? No, it didn't hurt. I didn't feel anything afterwards. It was just pretty much like I was still trying to regain feeling in that area. Do you feel comfortable with someone touching your chest? Let's say it's your GF. I don't have a girlfriend, but even so, my friend has touched my chest before because he also had top surgery, so he was just like, being a guy. So it doesn't matter to me. How long did it take till you felt sensation in your chest? It came gradually. I would say like the second week, I think it was, I started feeling sensations a lot more. And the only, I've been thinking about this for a grip. The only way I can really describe the sensations is like, it's not a, I don't want to say burn because it makes you feel like you got burned or something. But it's like, you could feel heat. Like the first thing you're gonna feel, well, personally, the first thing I felt was heat and then like static. You're gonna feel like I felt static. So whatever static and heat, like whatever that births is the feeling that I felt. Cause I was like, why my chest a little hot? Like I didn't feel nothing before, but now it's a little hot. And I was like, why when I do a little something, I feel a little shock wave, but not like I'm electrocuted or anything, but that's just like the nerves reconnecting, I guess, and like, your body making like some type of understanding with itself again. So that's what I felt. And I would say that really happened 2 weeks in to like gradually over the span of like another 3 months or so. Yeah. Do you have any recommendations to prepare for top surgery? I got, whatchamacallit, it was like the neck pillow that helped a lot. Make sure you just prop yourself up when you're sleeping. I would say just have like this, if you're gonna use Silagen or any scar tape, silicone tape or whatever, have that on deck. Again, I didn't need any of the meds, but just have those meds on deck. Yeah, just grab any types of foods that are gonna make you feel comfortable. Have a Netflix or Hulu or Amazon, whatever shows, playlist, combination, mix you got going on. Have that on deck. I watched like probably 10 different shows, their seasons full out. So have that on deck because you're gonna be watching a lot. Especially like on social media and stuff, and you get really tired of everything super quick. So majority of the time you're either watching something or you're falling asleep or you're trying to eat, but like even that part is even hard. Are your stitches visible? As you saw earlier, it's not much. The method my surgeon used was like dissolving stitches, I believe. So yeah. Can you get breasts again or no? I don't want them, so I don't want even. I don't see the answer. I don't see why am I answering? How hard was the shower? I couldn't shower. This was again. This was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Because I was over at my father's house with my stepmother, and she would have to like bathe me, like. We're talking what, like a little hand cloth and scrub type mix. So definitely have someone you trust and someone that you love enough to have them sacrifice their eyes for a quick moment or two to help you bathe. How long do you have to wait before you can work out? Again, this is subjective and completely personal to whoever is going through this and their experience and whatever they would like to, risk or not risk themselves at. I waited no more than like, I don't know, I was actually kind of quick because I immediately, as soon as they cleared me for push-ups, they said that was like maybe 3 weeks out, I think, I started doing them. But like I wasn't going ham, I was just like testing the waters because you do need to do a little bit of exercising, like light. I'm not a doctor, but I'm saying light, so you can like slowly regain the feeling in those muscles or those body parts, so you can actually have a mind to muscle body connection or whatever. So because I remember I was like stuck in the house, I wasn't doing anything, and my friend was like, you need to get out the house because he had top surgery, blah blah blah. So he was like, you need to get out the house so you can actually like work out those movements again, because if you just in a dormant state forever, it's not like you're gonna regain those ranges of motions like that unless it's gonna happen like gradually over a long time. So that kind of helped speed up the process, but it was like light. I went on like not a roller coaster, but I went to the fair when it was not ready. My body was not ready. At least subconsciously, anxiously, my body was not ready, but I did it. And it was a good moment to get fresh air and everything. Maybe that was like a month and a half out. But trust me, you don't feel like you want to go outside at all. I mean, you do, but you don't. Your body is telling you you don't. So that's all I'm going to answer for today. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please make sure to watch my other video, the transformation of the 1 year post-op top surgery video. And without further ado, I'm going to say deuces to y'all because I got to go eat my lunch. I'm going to get some Popeyes chicken sandwich. Y'all know that's my favorite. All right, deuces. Love y'all.